Hello everyone, it's Lola here again, and today we are going to be making a quick but elegant pasta meal. This particular recipe is a twist on the traditional shrimp pasta because I'm giving this some extra boost of flavor. So let's get started. I'm going to start by bringing a large pot of water to a boil. Once the water comes to a rolling boil, I'll be adding the pasta. So now make sure you stir this together so that the pasta doesn't get clumped together. Also, I'm going to be adding some salt to this. I'll stir that in until it's well dissolved in the hot water. Then I'll be covering this and I'll leave it to cook until the pasta is al dente. This should take about 8 minutes or thereabouts. So now the pasta is done, and a good way to know is just to use your fingers to press on it. It should still be firm, but it shouldn't be crunchy. So in that way you know the pasta is done. So at this point I'm just going to be draining the water, and I'll rinse it with a little bit of cold water to just stop the cooking process. So here I've got my shrimps, and I'm going to be seasoning that with some paprika, thyme, black pepper and some salt. So now I'm just going to mix all this together thoroughly until all the shrimps become coated with the spices. In a large skillet, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to be adding my diced onions together with my minced garlic, and I'm going to be stir frying this until the onions become translucent. So at this point I'm going to be adding my shrimps, and I'm going to be cooking that for about 4 to 6 minutes or till it becomes pink. At this point be careful, you don't want to overcook the shrimps. You want to leave them nice and juicy, so make sure you keep an eye on them. So when the shrimps are almost about done, I'm going to be adding my red bell peppers and my green bell peppers, and I'm going to stir fry this briefly because I don't want the bell peppers to become soggy. We still want them to have that crunch in them. So after about a minute or two of frying these bell peppers, I'm going to be removing everything from the heat, and I'm going to be setting it aside. In the same pan, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and once the oil is hot, I'm going to be adding my tomatoes. I'm just going to be stirring this, and I'll cover it up. Then I'll be leaving it to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes or till the tomatoes become soft and brings out some of its juices. So now I'll be adding some soy sauce, red chili flakes, black pepper and thyme. Then I'll give that a very good mix so that everything can be well combined. At this point, I'll also be stirring in some chicken stock just to loosen the sauce a little bit. Once the sauce comes to a boil, I'll now be stirring in my pasta. At this point, it's very important to stir this very well so that the pasta can be well coated with the sauce. So now I'll just cover this up, and I'll leave it to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes so that the pasta can absorb all the flavors of the sauce. And the next thing to do right now is just to add our prepared shrimps and vegetable mix, and I'm going to be mixing that in. So the last thing I'm going to be adding at this point is my basil leaves. This is totally optional, but it does help to enhance the flavor of this meal. And that is it. Our pasta is all done. As you can see, it's very simple, but it's so delicious. So that is it again for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoy this recipe, don't forget to leave a thumbs up for me, and I'll also like to know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'll talk to you shortly. Enjoy.